Hasn't anyone told you that heroes die quickly? Chinese think too highly of yourself. Always wanting to be the hero.
我係力答你嘅。
At the outset of the narrative, a martial artist named Cheung Tin Chi has recently suffered defeat in a match against Ip Man, a renowned kung fu master. Following this setback, Tai Chi ceases his martial arts training and relocates to a new city with his son in an effort to lead a more conventional life. However, just a few months after settling in, he encounters significant financial difficulties that compel him to accept work as a hitman for an elderly man named Yuan Uwa. Tai Chi ultimately resigns from this perilous job when he realizes he has accumulated sufficient funds to establish his own business. Yuan Uwa is disheartened by Tai Chi's departure, as he was one of his most skilled assassins, known for adhering to a personal code that prohibited harm to women and children. In an attempt to retain Tai Chi, Yuan Uwa challenges him to a confrontation after providing his final payment, stating that Tai Chi may leave if he survives the bullet he is about to fire. However, Tai Chi swiftly disarms Yuan Uwa before he can pull the trigger. Shortly thereafter, Tai Chi encounters another assassin named Sadi, recognized for his exceptional combat abilities. Yet their duel is abruptly interrupted when Yuan Uwa intervenes, commending Tai Chi for his choice to abandon the life of an assassin. With his past behind him, Tai Chi opens a modest shop in his home and begins to embrace a quieter existence with his son, Alfang. The scene then transitions to a nightclub where a young woman named Nana is struggling with drug addiction. Once a prostitute, she became dependent on narcotics after being introduced to them by a man named Syndicate. Now deeply in debt, Nana finds herself ensnared and exploited by Syndicate, a notorious drug dealer who intentionally traps his clients in debt to manipulate them. He operates his enterprise alongside his older sister, Song, and Quan. That night, Syndicate pressures Nana to repay her debt. When she is unable to do so, he threatens to sell her to a mobster. In desperation, Nana reaches out to her younger sister, Julia, for assistance. Meanwhile, Tai Chi is in a toy store searching for a birthday gift for Alfang. Julia arrives at Syndicate location and implores him to cease supplying drugs to her sister by offering money to settle Nana's debt. However, as Nana and Julia attempt to leave, Syndicate demands additional funds as interest. When Julia refuses, she finds herself compelled to defend herself against Syndicate's men as they launch an attack. After the altercation concludes, law enforcement apprehends all individuals involved. Following a monetary arrangement with a corrupt officer named Thomas, Syndicate is promptly released. Julia, Nana, and Tai Chi are also released after several hours of questioning. However, that evening, Syndicate seeks retribution by orchestrating an arson attack on Tai Chi's home. Tai Chi manages to rescue Alfang from the flames and subsequently flees from the assailants. Upon locating Julia, he entrusts her with Alfang's care while he pursues Psychit's henchmen and confronts them. Subsequently, Tai Chi promptly transports his son to the hospital. He informs the police that the fire was intentionally set. However, Thomas's associates assert that they could not find any evidence to support this claim and classify it as an accident. In reality, Syndicate has bribed Thomas to provide false testimony regarding the incident. Following the destruction of his home, Tai Chi and Al Fang relocate to Fu's bar, where Julia is employed. Fu allows them to stay on the condition that Tai Chi works at the bar without pay. Frustrated by the inability of law enforcement to hold Syndicate accountable, Tai Chi resolves to take matters into his own hands. After defeating Syndicate guards, Tai Chi sets fire to Syndicate drug facility. Upon learning of the destruction, Syndicate becomes enraged and begins devising a plan for retaliation. However, Inuan cautions Syndicate and the others against pursuing revenge, as further violence could jeopardize their future business endeavors. Despite this advice, Syndicate insists that he will respond with force. Later that evening, Fu and Tai Chi share drinks on the rooftop, where Fu reveals his awareness of Tai Chi's past and challenges him to a friendly sparring match. Meanwhile, Nana, who continues to grapple with her addiction, enters a location in search of drugs and inadvertently falls into a trap set by Syndicate. He provides her with a lethal dose, resulting in her overdose and subsequent death before Julia arrives. Fu, infuriated by the situation, urges Tai Chi to take action against Syndicate. However, Quan intervenes when Tai Chi attempts to confront Syndicate with lethal intent. After severing Syndic's hand as retribution for Nana's death and to level the playing field, Anuan compels Syndicate to disclose the location of his drug stash. Meanwhile, Fu contacts the media to ensure that Syndic's activities are exposed. In response to feeling threatened, Owen bribes the police to plant false evidence at Fu's bar. Although Fu is apprehended, he is not taken to the police station. Instead, he is transported to a clandestine location where Owen brutally assaults him. The cops say Fu's death was an accident, but Tai Chi finds Owen's bracelet and knows he killed Fu. That night, Tai Chi says goodbye to Alfang and goes to talk to Owen. When law enforcement arrives to provide protection for Owen, the community rallies in support of Tai Chi, demanding Owen's arrest. Commander Thomas initially denies the allegations, but the discovery of drugs weakens his claims. Consequently, the deputy commander orders Thomas's arrest. As Owen attempts to escape, Sudi, who has been hired by Anuan, intervenes and kills him. The narrative concludes with Tai Chi fulfilling his promise to return safely to Alfang and Julia. For more dramas like this, please subscribe to this channel.